Madam Speaker, and I rise to speak in support of the Teachers Registration Amendment Bill 2025. Madam Speaker, the bill introduces many important reforms that I'm confident will have positive impact on the next generation of Territorians. As the member for Berkeley and the Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, I'm particularly excited about the amendments that recognise the importance of Aboriginal teachers and the teaching of students in language, as well as amendments that will support many flexible employment options for local people in remote schools. Prior to the amendments today, Regulation 5, Sub-Regulation 3 of the Teacher Registration Regulations provides an exemption for a person to teach without meeting English language proficiency requirements if that person is only teaching a foreign language. This government understands that in the Territory's remote communities, English is often not the primary language spoken. It therefore does not make sense for English language proficiency to be a barrier to teaching first languages in community. The proposed amendment rewords the Act to replace the term foreign languages with languages other than English. This amendment clarifies that Aboriginal languages are included for the purpose of the exemption. In practice, this amendment ensures that Aboriginal teachers who hold deep cultural and linguistic knowledge are not excluded from the classrooms simply because English is not their first language. It removes unnecessary barriers to employment in remote schools and strengthens the pipeline of local educators who can teach children in their own language. The impact will be profound. Students will learn in ways that reflect their identity, culture and community, while schools benefit from teachers who bring lived experience and connection. Over time, this reform will help preserve Aboriginal languages, improve educational outcomes and build stronger bridges between communities and the education system. This important amendment is another step by the CLP government towards fixing our education system, not just in Darwin but right across the Northern Territory. I commend the Minister for bringing forward this amendment. Complementary to this change, which enables more local teachers to be employed in our remote communities, the bill also streamlines registration processes and provides greater flexibility for employers to engage unregistered teachers. That is, individuals who may not yet hold a full teaching qualification, such as those currently undertaking a teaching degree, can be employed to teach specialist subjects. This bill removes the limitation that the authority for a school to employ an unregistered teacher expires at the end of each calendar year. This change will enable the employment of valuable individuals that may just need more time to complete their formal qualifications. Madam Speaker, across the communities in my electorate alone, I know that for many students studying remotely, it is more difficult for them to complete formal education within standard timeframes. This amendment will allow remote teachers still in training to continue to be engaged through practical and paid classroom teaching without the need for additional bureaucracy. The Teacher Registration Amendment Bill complements the work already underway by this government and the Minister for Education to ensure better education outcomes for Aboriginal Territorians. Madam Speaker, this government, as part of the agreement, the $1.1 billion Better Fairer Schools funding, has committed to strengthen instruction of Aboriginal languages through the NT Indigenous Languages and Cultures curriculum, as well as greater recognition of Aboriginal educators' knowledge with the development of an Aboriginal workforce strategy that includes professional learning designed by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, and to increase the diversity of the education workforce, particularly security of employment for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander staff employed in schools. Madam Speaker, the amendments made in this bill make direct progress towards these outcomes in ensuring more Aboriginal teachers are able to work in our schools and teach their languages. The amendments made today will also strengthen the bilingual education programs that this government backed in 2025 with an additional $3.1 million in funding. These programs will now have greater access to teaching staff that were unable to teach language under the previous legislation. The bill makes important changes as well as delivers on our commitments to retaining and attracting teachers, improving education and getting kids back to school. Madam Speaker, I thank the Minister for Education for bringing this forward, and I commend this bill to the House.